welcome to Every Movie I've Ever Seen. Today, the movie that I'm going to be talking about is Fantastic Four, or as it's stylized, Fantforstic. I don't know, because the A in Fantastic is a 4. So I don't even know if 4 is really a part of the title. Is it just Fantastic and there's a 4 in the middle of it? I don't know. This is, of course, the movie that got Josh Trank fired from directing a Boba Fett movie. So, thanks, I guess, because who really wants a Boba Fett movie? You know, clearly what we want is a Boba Fett TV show on Disney+. This is the third, well, nope, this is the fourth attempt at a Fantastic Four movie. Won't be the last attempt at a Fantastic Four movie because now Disney bought Fox, which is supposedly great news, and now Disney can make a Fantastic Four movie within the MCU. So we have a fifth Fantastic Four movie coming that we can look forward to. If I was Marvel and Disney, I wouldn't even make a Fantastic Four movie. I would just have the Fantastic Four pop up in another movie. I think a third Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man movie, would be a good place to introduce the Fantastic Four, but apparently they're not doing that. They're doing that to set up Spider-Verse because that animated thing was very successful. So they're going to have, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield and whatnot pop up, and, a bunch of Electro from Amazing Spider-Man 2 is going to be in it apparently, and Doctor Strange and Venom and all weird stuff. I don't know what's going on with that movie. It's, they saw the success of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3 and said, let's do that again. Let's have a bunch of villains in it. That worked out really well, so let's do that. I guess they're just happy that they made it to a Spider-Man 3, unlike The Amazing Spider-Man never made it to a Spider-Man 3. They had a lot of plans for The Amazing Spider-Man, They wanted to do a Sinister Six, and there was going to be an Aunt May movie, and a Venom. They finally made Venom. Took them long enough, several years threatening to make that movie. They finally made it. Fantastic Four. Like I said, fourth Fantastic Four movie. This was directed by Josh Trank, who directed Chronicle. I think, yeah, he directed Chronicle. I never saw Chronicle, but I don't hate the movie as much as other people do. It's clear there was a lot of studio meddling, so to speak, within the movie. It feels like there's two different movies. There's the first hour, which is, I guess, untouched stuff, which is just like pure Josh Trank directing a movie. And then there is a random 1-year time jump. And then there's the second half of the movie, which is crap. So, like, that first half of the movie is actually, in my opinion, pretty good. From what I remember, at least. I remember I was, liking the characters, liking the story, the relationships the characters had with each other. It's a very good cast, to be honest. It's a much better cast than the first Fantastic Four. The two, Fantastic Four. I don't remember who directed them. Tim Story? Is that possible? Or did I just make that up? I don't know. But the first two Fantastic Four movies, they're okay. This one had a much better cast. Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, Toby Kebbell, Jamie Bell. It had a really good cast. I was excited for it just honestly based on that cast, because I'm sure for whatever reason people were upset over Human Torch being played by Michael B. Jordan. I know that's a thing people were get up in arms about, but I thought that was great casting when it was announced. Because I had known Michael B. Jordan all the way back from Friday Night Lights, and he's great in that show. Honestly, the best part of those two, subpar final seasons, where they get rid of a whole bunch of people and add a bunch of new people. But yeah, the second half of the movie is just just not good. It's just generic superhero stuff. I guess Fox got scared of what Josh Trank was doing, and Josh Trank maybe like went off the deep end or something. There's a lot of like rumors about what happened with him, because like right after this is all the Star Wars stuff with Boba Fett, and I don't remember a lot. I remember I remember back in the day hearing about all that went down or supposedly went down, but I don't remember it anymore. It was a long time ago. It was like 2015, I think. It's 5 years ago, man. I've seen a lot of movies since then. I'm going to have to talk about them. But, of all the movies that I think would be deserving of a Snyder Cut type deal, this would be the movie that I would want to see get a Josh Trank cut. But I don't even know if that exists. I know he's talked about it somewhat recently. Ever since the Snyder Cut thing actually happened, they're starting to look at what other movies could get cuts. There's talking about the Schumacher cut of one of the crappy Batman movies. Wouldn't care about that. There's the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, which I thought was already a thing. I mean, don't I have that on DVD? The extended cut of Suicide Squad. It's got like 5 extra minutes of Jared Leto's Joker, which that's definitely what Suicide Squad needed. More Jared Leto's Joker. And of course, there was the Josh Trank cut, which is supposedly a thing. I don't know. Probably not going to happen now that Disney owns Fox. Great. Yeah, I liked the first half. I thought it was an interesting story. I liked the characters. Just kind of saying the same stuff I already said. Not much to say about it without maybe rewatching it, which I don't know if I'm going to rewatch it. I'm busy. It's not worth, the second half of the movie crap just for the first half. Doesn't like The Thing become like some military killer? There's they gloss over footage of him like in war crushing people or something. Oh. Doctor Doom was kind of cool. It wasn't Doctor Doom at all, but it was kind of cool, effects, and there was like some like horror like scene of him in the hallway and the lights are flickering and he's exploding people's heads. It's not Doctor Doom at all. I would really like it if they at some point did, a traditional Doctor Doom, but I mean, I guess we get the MCU for that, so at least that'll be something. And that's all I have to say about Fantastic Four.